Saturday night. Woohoo! Right?
Yep,
Right.
Saturday night.
Otherwise, I wouldn't be here, right? I wouldn't be here now, would I? Hey, folks. Good evening. Good evening. I guess we got a couple folks already in the room.
We do?
Sean.
Yeah.
Greetings, Brother Sean. Who else?
Ghost Rider?
Ghost Rider. Good evening, my friend. Anybody else?
Sure.
That's it for right now. That's
Sean
good.
says, what's up?
Well, Greek Moussaka. Moussaka. I still can't say it right. That's what's up. And strawberry ice cream dessert. So, yum on both counts for sure. Gotta say hello to Brother Doug, sister-in-law Shar. Good evening to the two of you. Safely arrived home after their visit with old guy, and that was a lot of fun. It was great seeing you folks, and I hope it isn't a couple of years before I see you again.
Ralph's here?
Ralph, good evening, good evening, good evening. Greek Moussaka. Moussaka?
Moussaka, I guess.
Moussaka. So, go ahead.
Natalie's saying quick hello
On her break. Natalie, thank you for popping in. That's what I wanted to hear. Yep, the oven warming up so that this can bake. And tonight is one of those nights where I can wait for a while to get the dessert going. So I'm just going to get right in to what I need to do here. And I'm going to start by putting a little bit of olive oil. Yeah, boy, a little bit.
Sean says, LOL, I can't say it right either.
Moussaka? What's hey.
Ghost Rider loves your shirt.
Oh, thanks, man. It's a, I think it was Salvation Army. Salvation Army short. I'm a cheap sucker. I'll go buy some clothes at, Salvation Army or whatever. I don't care. All right. So this one's going to be just a little bit different than the normal, at least from what I could tell. I saw plenty of these with potato as part of the recipe, and that's something that Mrs. Old Guy can't do, so no, I'm going to omit potatoes, but and this is hardly it's not a starchy replacement, but I am going to throw a little red bell pepper in as well. I'm just going to get this chopped up. Let's get some heat going. Now, beef or lamb. Of course, we live in beef country, so we's having beef. Got the eggplant right here. Roasted it. Got it ready for this evening. Didn't include doing a whole lot, just letting it sit with a little salt for a while, drying it off, and then roasting it with a little olive oil. Alright, let's get this sliced up. Half in there. And you know me, guys, nothing fancy with the knife work.
Rider says congrats on the 900 subscribers.
Oh, thank you very much. Yeah, I'm very excited. That's just one step closer to the 1,000 sub milestone and my my live stream, in which since I can't do hot stuff, I'm going to do something that I consider kind of gross. Most folk do. You're going to eat oysters with Vienna sausages covered with chocolate syrup and blue cheese dressing. And I do that on a live stream, hopefully from California, but if it doesn't work out that way, then I'll do it from here.
Yep. Sean says I like the beef option more than the lamb myself.
Yeah, there's some things that I like. Some lamb, like some Euro meats, I like it okay. If it doesn't have a whole lot of it. All right, let's get these going. Nice sizzle sound. I like the sizzle. Huh? Brother Doug calling with what he's having for dinner, and since he's doing that, yes?
Yes.
Since he's calling me with what he's having for dinner.
How are you?
What are you guys having? Like Sean, what's on your menu tonight?
Yeah.
Come on, you guys. What's on the menu at your house? Clean up a little bit as I go might help. All right. Let's get a little bit of kosher in there.
Okay, I'll move it closer to him.
And black pepper. Can't be. Oh, having a hard time.
Okay. Have a good night.
Guess you must be having a hard time hearing me.
He said he had to turn the volume up
Okay.
quite a bit. So.
Okay. We'll move it a little bit closer.
Last time the dogs knocked it off. So.
That's better. Okay, guys. Can you hear me better? Is that better now? Got the mic moved a little. Maybe I should get me one of those, little wireless mics that you...
Yeah, maybe. So, do you want to know what he's having for dinner?
Yes, I do.
Tri-tip French dip.
Oh!
And then they're going to have a Palisade peach for dinner, for dessert.
Oh, I love French dip. He did that just because he knows how much I like French dip sandwiches.
Ghost Rider, have you ever tried fajita?
Oh, yeah. You bet.
Sean says homemade pizza. Is that a request?
Is that a request? Last time I did homemade pizza, I made the mozzarella, I made the sausage, I made the dough, and of course I made the sauce. And after that live stream, my kitchen was destroyed.
Ghost Rider says Bluetons or whatever. I love Mexican.
Oh. Yeah, I'll have to look to see what you said there, but
So is that request Ghost Rider for fajitas?
we had some fajitas not too long ago at a
Yeah.
place called El Tapatio down in Delta. And that's our closest big town. That's where we can find Wally World and fast food. So, go ahead.
Ralph says that was really funny coincidence. I just tried ringing someone else and your phone rang.
That's funny.
Oh, Sean says, no, I'm having homemade pizza for dinner.
Ah, okay. Well, that sounds delicious. In fact, it sounds delicious enough that I think Sean meant that as a request.
I wrote it down.
Okay, well, good. I'm not afraid.
Taquitos is what Good Brothers having.
Taquitos.
It's also called Flutas. Floutas.
Oh.
Flutas?
Saluta? Yeah, I know what that. I don't know how to say it either. I'm gonna turn that down just a bit. I'm gonna get some garlic. Some garlic.
Ooh, Wally World?
Wallace B. World. And for those of you that do not know the reference, of course we are talking about Walmart, the back end of the shopping experience.
Rob says, isn't Vegeta that guy off Dragon Ball Z?
Alright, there's a little bit of garlic.
The short says, no, LOL, that's Vegeta? And Ralph says, oh, I don't know Dragon Ball Z very good, so.
Alright, I got some crushed tomatoes. Turn that down way low. Way low. Got the old package of ground beef.
Sean says, let's definitely make it a request, but make it a homemade stuffed crust.
All right. So it is. So it is written. Yep. So it shall be done.
Joshua, sir?
Joshua. Hey, man. Good evening. All right. So we're gonna get this ground beef going in here. I'm not looking to make a whole bunch of the filling here. Just enough for dinner tonight, maybe a little bit left for lunch tomorrow. We'll see. All right. Looking good so far.
I'm interested to try it.
What's that?
I'm really interested to try this.
Yeah. Should be good.
Yeah.
Should be good. It's similar to other pastas. There is a couple of exceptions. Like cinnamon, calls for cinnamon. And that's not something that I normally cook with in savory dishes. So a little bit of oregano. Here's that cinnamon. And just about like that.
Lisa says, hey, Lisa, I'm out of the hospital.
Yay! Congrats. That's good news.
That's great.
Awesome.
Sean says, I've never had it without potatoes. I'm interested in seeing how it turns out.
Yeah, I guess I could have made mine with, but well, Sean, you got one up on me because I've never had it at all.
Yep.
So,
Eddie's here.
hey, Eddie.
Greetings. What's on the menu?
Greek Moussaka, It's kind of like, in a way, it's kind of like a Greek ravioli. Moussaka. Okay. So far, we are looking good. I'm going to check my notes. Okay. Moussaka. little bit of fresh parsley here. And again, I'm just trying to keep these portions small. So this is all kind of guesswork on the amounts.
Well, since I just looked up Moussaka, as I haven't heard of it, but it says that it can be made with eggplant.
It is. I do have eggplant right here. It just the recipes I saw called for eggplant and potato.
Sean says I didn't like it at first, but then I tried it again and I loved it.
So far, it smells great. Just gonna let that kind of simmer for a couple minutes. I'm gonna have to add some tomato paste to it to kind of thicken it up. A little poly girl. I might as well save that little bit for the bechamel. It won't hurt to put a little in there. And I should get that rolling as well, since that is at a simmer. Whew! Can you see that? I backstepped on you.
Yeah.
So, make a little bechamel, white sauce. Around here, most folks just calls it country gravy. Table's in the way, can't open it. Alright. So I'm going to start by melting down a couple tablespoons of butter. We'll put what's left back in here. Throw the knife in the sink. Alright, let that. I've got a chunk of Parmesan. I'm going to need a couple of ounces or so. Give that a quick grain. I like this little shredder thing. It works really good. Works great. Stir and turn that down even more. Butter is doing all right. This is going to be really tasty. So for those of you that haven't looked or don't know, you apparently you layer this up like you would a lasagna, except for in this case you would use potatoes and the eggplant, but I'm using just eggplant. Eggplant, some of the meat and stuff, more eggplant, some more meat, another eggplant, top it with the bechamel sauce, and then into the oven for, I don't know, half hour or so. Give it time to cook through. Man, that smells really good. Butter's just about melted. Looking good. Let's see, where is it? Over here. Alright, let me get some little flour in there. Get it nice and thick. That's good. I'm going to let that cook just for a minute to kind of get that raw flour taste out of it. All right. Some milk. It's a lot like country gravy. Add some heavy cream. The didn't call for it, but I prefer to use at least a little bit when I'm using Parmesan. Alright, that's going to get thick. And while it gets thick, I'm going to put in a little bit of white pepper.
Steve Russell,
Hey, Steve.
greetings from the Outer Banks. I am on my beach trip.
Well, welcome, welcome.
I hope you and Mrs. are well.
We are doing very well, thank you. A little bit of nutmeg there. Touch of salt.
Hope you're having a good vacation.
Absolutely. All right, a little bit of parsley.
Joshua says, how's the weather been out there, old guy?
Nice. It's now that it's, past the midsummer, the days aren't quite as hot. The evenings are a little bit cooler. So it's nice. It's very nice. All right. A little more milk.
King goes paranormal. Oh, John?
John.
Hey, found him this old guy.
Good evening, John.
He changed his name, it took me first.
Yeah. All right. Now let's get some of this parm in there.
Scott? Hey, found him this old guy in the chat. Hope you're all doing well.
Good evening, Scott. Yeah, doing very well, and I hope you, and in fact, I hope all of you, has had a good week. It's a good week here.
Yep. A restful week.
Yes, it's been nice to have finished the last of the spring projects and not have to deal with it. Freeing up some other time to do, just fun stuff. So, not that we've done anything particularly major, but that's melting very nicely. Beautiful. Give that a taste. That is so good. And it looks like that's plenty enough. Mrs. Old Guy, I want you to taste that. Dip your finger in there.
It's hot.
Of course it's hot.
Yep.
Good. Okay, now I want to hear. Yum!
That's really good.
That's better.
Jessica's here.
Hey, Jessica. Good evening.
I just woke up. Glad I did not miss dinner. Hope
Yeah.
you have my Diet Coke, LOL. How
I
you
do.
both doing?
Help yourself. It's in the fridge.
And what do you have planned for this holiday weekend?
Really, not a lot.
No? Staying home,
Yeah, just
pretty much.
we might take a day drive up into the local beautiful mountains, which we're already in basically, and maybe go hang out in one of our favorite spots or something. Take a picnic lunch. We might do something like that. All right, a little bit of tomato paste. Couple tablespoons or so. Get that mixed in. And I can start building this thing. Oh, the smell is really good.
Steve says, what are we having for dessert?
Strawberry ice cream. The vote was tied this week between ice cream and pecan shortbread cookies, and so it was up to me to break the tie, and I flipped a coin. Ice cream won. Otherwise, we'd be having something else. All right.
So what's everybody else doing this holiday weekend?
Yeah. Let me get a little bit of this in the bottom of each pan. A little bit at the bottom. I'm going to make it in these little loaf pans. Just wanted to make enough for the two of us tonight. And I figured, well, this might be a good way to do it. So here's the...
Sean asked if you already fried the egg.
Yep, I roasted it earlier today so that I didn't have to take the time to do it tonight. So there's one layer.
Jessica says the weather here yesterday was super nice in the 50s.
Wow.
Where are you at, Jessica?
Yeah. That's kind of chilly.
Yeah, it is. Ralph says, what holiday is it?
Our Labor Day weekend. Celebrate the working guy. And
Sean said, nice.
harvest and everything else.
That you fried,
Yeah, that I
fried the eggplant.
no, I roasted it. Yeah. Yeah, cut it into slices, sprinkled it with real good with kosher salt, let it sit for, I don't know, about an hour. And then I cut it into slices, or patted it dry, cut it into these slices. And the top one's just going to be a little bit narrow. Cut it into the slices. Roasted it for about 35 minutes or 40 minutes. A little bit there. Gotta leave plenty of room for the bechamel. Alright. That looks pretty good. Got all that in there. Got a small piece for the top. That'll work. I'm going to pour that bechamel over the top. So this isn't going to... When I pull this out of the oven, this isn't something that I'm going to... I can show you what it looks like, but you're not going to see the layers or anything like that. Because I'm not, if I turn it out, well, then all my bechamel will go all over.
Yep. Jessica says, how are your dogs doing? Also, I am freaking out. I need to get my wisdom teeth out, and I'm terrified of being under anesthesia. Also have gum disease.
That's, well, I mean, it's part of life, you know.
Yep.
I didn't like going to dentist either.
Hope it goes well for you.
Yeah, you know, that's that much we can hope for you, is that, you know, things go as quickly and as painlessly as possible.
Yep.
The worst part for me always was just getting that numbing shot. Stabbed in the gums. I always did hate that. Not fun. All right. That looks good. I'm going to bring this a little closer and let you see what it's like before it goes in. I don't know how well you can see that. Obviously, if I tip it too much, I'm going to be pouring it on the floor.
Yeah, we don't want that.
I don't want to do that, yeah. I actually want to eat my dinner. I'm not necessarily let the dogs lick it up. Okay.
Sure, Holly would love it. I'm not sure about Trump would though. He might like it, okay?
Wouldn't be good for them. It's got garlic and onions,
Yeah.
which are very bad for dogs. Okay.
Steve told her to ask for narcotics and take them an hour before the operation, and you'll have zero fear.
Let's see, set the timer for, I'll set it for 35 minutes. And we'll see what happens. See what it looks like after that amount of time has passed. Uh-oh. Wow. I normally taste as I go, see what kind of seasoning. Here. Try just a little taste of that.
Good.
Yeah.
Different, but good.
Yes, it is different but good. Ah, crap. Oh well.
Would you?
I should have cracked an egg into that bechamel. But it'll be just fine. It's not going to make that big of a difference. Just what I'm looking for. Something to put these in.
The dogs are doing just fine, Jessica.
Oh, absolutely.
Shelly's over there by Tom looking at the table. And he's wanting what's on the table. While he's still sleeping in the chair.
Chumley. Here.
Yeah.
You want a little piece of cheese? Come here. Come on. Come here. Come here. Come on. You want this cheese?
Pause, Shelly.
What? What? Well, pause. Pause. All right, here. Let's do it here. Pause. Come here.
Oh, you don't want him getting on the table.
Pause. He's not going to do it. All right, then here. You want your cheese, take it.
Oh, he says, I want mine.
Give you a little bite. Little bite.
Jessica says, I also hope you have whipped cream for my ice cream.
Oh, well, I don't know about whipped cream, but I do have cream. I mean, I suppose I could whip some, put it on there.
Scott says, Tom said we celebrate Labor Day for the working man. I have to deliver Amazon packages for the post office on Labor Day. Only the office staff has it off.
Well, been there.
Yep.
I don't know how many Labor Days I worked. Yep, it's Labor Day, and guess what? I'm laboring. Comes with the territory. Especially if you are in a service industry, and it's service of any sort, mail, whatever. Chances are you're going to work a few holidays. I got to get another taste of that. That is so good. Wowzers. A couple more things to put up. I can sit down and visit for a few. Maybe we can do a little Q&A.
Draw for next week.
We can draw again. Yep.
He says, LOL, I'll be laboring on Labor Day. I'm okay with it. It gives me time and a half at least and easy work.
Well, there you have it. A lot of the times when I worked Labor Day, it wasn't exactly an easy day, but it went by quickly. And that's what happens. Get this out of the way. All right.
Talk about going by quickly. Doug says this week
did.
After they were here last week.
It did go by quick. Yep. And next week, that was next week's one that was also from Sean.
I believe so.
Sean, did you request German sausage pasta? Was that you that did? Was that you that did that?
It was.
Well, dang, Sean. You got lucky, bud. Came up 2 weeks in a row. And fixing to draw another. You can thank my brother for that. He actually picked it, drew it out.
Jessica says you should bake Boston cream pie.
We've already did that.
Yeah.
About 2 weeks ago. We did that. It was delicious. Of course, I put in like 4 times the amount of the cream filling, so that's just me.
Ralph said his dentist died in a micro-light plane crash earlier this year.
Oh, that's too bad.
Yeah.
All right.
Scott says, by the way, I hit my 1-year anniversary at the post office. I can't believe how fast a year went by.
Time does go by.
Joshua says, I work on Labor Day regular pay, LOL.
Ah,
That's too bad.
what a ripoff. All right, what did I draw? Well, this one comes from Steve. Short ribs. Yeah. So we'll get some beef short ribs, and that's gonna be that's gonna be delicious.
Sean says, the only thing the egg does, Tom, is make the topping like a scrambled egg almost, LOL.
Yeah.
Well, Fluffy likes scrambled eggs.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and it also probably firms up the bechamel a lot more. You know, makes it set better. But I think I think it'll turn out better this way, so that when I cut into it, it's gonna hopefully flow down into the rest of it, so that I, kind of get some as I'm eating the whole way through. We'll see.
Scott wants to know how Polly and Chum are.
How old they are?
How
Oh,
they are.
how they are. They're doing great. There's an abandoned dirt road not far here from our house, about a quarter mile or so. We'll walk up there and then let the dogs. We'll let them run off their leash down this old dirt road. And about a half mile or so down, and then we'll sit down and let them play there for a couple minutes, and then we walk them on back. So they're happy kids. They get their walks, not every day, but almost every day. Some days we don't, but they went for a big ride with us when we went to a place called Lake City. Oh no. That wasn't Lake City we took them to. It was, what was it? No, we didn't. They didn't come with us to Lake City. No, they didn't. Oh, did they?
Yes.
Okay.
Remember
Well,
they were
yeah.
getting ate up by mosquitoes when we were eating lunch.
Oh, that's right. See, geez, I can't remember even 2 days or 3 days ago. No.
Go ahead.
No, please.
Jessica says, LOL, I love Boston cream pie. What's your favorite type of cake?
My favorite cake? If I'm just gonna pick a cake, it's always gonna be chocolate. That's I like chocolate cake. And if I have my choice of frosting, it'd probably be buttercream. So they're chocolate cake.
And Sean agreed with you. Yeah, it was probably about Bushmill.
Bechamel. Ain't nothing but a fancy name for country gravy. You put other things in it, but it's still country gravy.
So you might want to let them know coming up we're going to miss a live stream.
Yeah, there'll be one Saturday later in the month. I think the 23rd, if I'm correct. And Mrs. Old Guy and I are kind of, no, I can't even blame her. It's all my fault. It is totally my doing. I instigated a community spaghetti dinner. So now I'm committed to cook dinner, spaghetti dinner for 100 people. But spaghetti is like super simple, and that's why I chose spaghetti. You know, salad, bread, spaghetti with meat with sauce. If you want meat, you got meat. Take it to your table, sit the hell down, and eat your dinner. So, but anyway, we got that coming up on the Saturday the 23rd, and on the Friday the 22nd, I've entered into there's a local harvest festival that's going to be taking place, and I entered into the chili cooking contest, chili cook-off, and we're really expected to get a lot of people. They have a program, I think, a concert given by local school kids, and I think it's a group of 100, and of course they're going to be there with their parents, and so we're expecting a great big crowd to come in for the chili cook-off. I'm entering 2 different chilies, and I hope to maybe get lucky and maybe win one. We'll see. So anyway, that's going to be a pretty busy weekend for us. It is very good. What did you say?
You got it. You're going to win it.
Oh, of course I'm going to win it. $250 first prize. We'll see. People's choice. Of course it's people's choice.
Crazy Food Crew. Hello, everyone.
Hey,
Chili
Tim.
cook-off sounds awesome.
Woohoo! Tim? Howdy. Yeah, I'm telling you, dinner smells good. It does. I'm starting to get some aromas out of the oven. The Greek Moussaka.
Chili cook-off sounds
Oh,
amazing.
the chili. Oh, well, it is going to be amazing. Dinner's smelling amazing too.
Yeah, it is.
Sorry, I am a little hard of hearing, and Mrs. Old Guy sometimes a little low on the volume, and I don't completely understand. So,
And we got the fan going.
and well, yeah, and there's a fan going. Have any of you tried the new 7-Up yet? The 7-Up Tropical peach and mango flavor, or mango and peach, if you want to put it alphabetic. No? Anybody? Raise your hands. Say aye. Aye. I thought it was really good. It was really good. Of course, I'm a big fan of peaches anyway, peach flavored stuff, and mango too. So, had a couple mango slushies over the summer that were just yum. How much more time do I got? Oh, that's too long to wait. I'm hungry now. Right
Here?
now. I'm sorry?
Dave?
Dave!
Hope everyone is fine.
Thank you. I hope you are fine as well. I hope you're fine as well. Greek Moussaka? in the oven,
Yeah.
and starting to get some really nice aroma between the meat, tomato mixture, and the bechamel. I can smell it. It's just, ugh. It's like, really? It's only been like 10, 12 minutes? Time's going by too slow. I'm hungry right now. Whoa. Well, what else? Coming up, I think I told you guys that I had the opportunity presented to me to get a role in a pilot for a new series. Not that I would ever get any kind of permanent employment or anything out of it. It's just really cool to have the opportunity. So filming is going to start a week from Monday. So I'm pretty excited about that. So, and in case, I don't know if I mentioned to you guys what it was about or whatever, but it's takes place in the 1930s. A serial killer. The pilot starts off as this marshal trying to bring a serial killer to hang, and he escapes, and so this is how the story begins. So, and it's just fun to have a chance to participate. So that's coming up,
Yeah.
along with the and the Rocky Horror Picture Show
Yeah.
is coming up, and I got rehearsals for that starting. I think auditions are on the 11th, and then rehearsals start, I think, a week or something after that. So
Yeah. That's a 6-week rehearsal.
it is. That's a 6-week rehearsal. So got some fun stuff coming up, so that it's going to kind of make up for having hung around here all summer.
Jessica says 7-Up is okay, but I'd rather Sprite or ginger ale.
I like a good ginger ale, like Reed's. Wow, it's ginger beer maybe. Reed's is, man, they got some really good stuff. The ultra strong or super strong.
Yep.
Wow, so good.
Tim says we're going to have to call you Hollywood guy instead of old guy.
Hollywood guy. No, it's not going to be anything like that, but it will cost you for an autograph.
Ralph says sorry was AFK for the loo, but I'm back and hope I didn't miss them.
No, not too much. Just rambling on. Killing time for dinner. Wow. I need another bottle of water. And it's like the refrigerator's like way back there.
Way back there.
I'm way over here. That means I actually have to stand up. Yeah. And walk. Ah! It's doing the working and the thinking that wears a guy out. Just so you know. So I guess none of you all have tried that 7-Up. Well, it's really good.
Sean says in our Moussaka meat sauce we used olive oil, stock cube, onion, garlic, beef broth, tomato paste, cinnamon, oregano, sugar, salt, pepper, red wine, and meat.
Yep. Well, there are. I noticed when I was looking, since I've never made it before, I was looking, and when it's something that I haven't made before, and I'm looking at recipes, I'll look at like a dozen or more, and and then I'll kind of go with what's most common between them, and kind of make a variation that way. Does that make sense? So I guess I have several of those items, but not all. Definitely got the cinnamon in there, and man, that makes such a nice change. And for just guessing on the amount, I think I hit it pretty much right on the nail. It's not too much, but it's just enough. It's enough that you can definitely tell it's there. So I'm pretty happy with it. Yeah, we'll see how the whole thing turns out.
Ralph wants to know, do you guys get to drink chai over there?
Yeah, we got chai tea. I've made a chai poached salmon that was just so good. And, seriously, a little piece of salmon, sear it for a minute or two, and then throw in the chai tea and let that kind of poach it. Finish it off with a little bit of heavy cream. Ooh, it's so good.
Sean says that definitely makes sense about what you do for the recipes.
Yeah, that's, and really out of all the ones we've had, there's only been, I think, 2 that we really didn't care for, and there was only one that we didn't like, and that was the miso chicken. Miso chicken, if you know what I'm referring to.
Jessica says, so what kind of toppings do you like on your ice cream? And do you love soft serve, or are you only like the hard handmade ice cream?
Yep. Oh. I like them both. I like soft serve and hard pack. They both serve their purposes. Sometimes I just want a simple little quick ice cream cone to get one at Sonic or whatever, a little soft serve, or Dairy Queen. But, I'm certainly not opposed to grabbing a scoop. And toppings, well, I like chocolate. Caramel sauce is good. Of course, whipped cream. Or even just cream. I've been known to pour just cream on the top of my ice cream. And it freezes pretty quick.
I tried a locally made lavender honey the other day.
Yeah.
That was really good.
Yeah, lavender honey ice cream. Yep. And I had their blueberry. We both got 2 scoops. I had blueberry ginger and peach. She had honey lavender and strawberries and cream. So.
Yep.
Yeah, they were.
That's really good.
Yeah, excellent ice cream. Yeah, but it's local to this area. They manufacture or make their ice creams. And you get just little containers, kind of like the little Haagen-Dazs containers. They're about as expensive.
Yeah.
But they're really good ice cream. Different flavors all the time. Last summer, I tried or no, maybe it was in the spring.
Might have been spring.
I tried a blueberry bergamot ice cream that was also really good.
Yeah, that was really good.
It was excellent. So,
Jordan's here.
Jordan, good evening. We got Greek Moussaka. Still can't say it, but it's in the oven cooking. Moussaka. Greek Moussaka. Or just Moussaka. Moussaka.
Whatever. Yep, I'm not sure how to pronounce it either.
But moose socks. Greek moose socks.
Ralph says,
In the oven. Go ahead.
I meant a soda called chai, pronounced chi, and it's a herbal drink.
No, sir. I have not heard of that. But that doesn't mean we don't have it. It just means I haven't heard of it.
Stanley, sir?
Yeah. Stanley? Gosh, people are piling on in. Grab you a chair. If you need to get a cold drink, help yourself in the fridge. Water, beer, soda, whatever you like. Water too. Dinner will be ready in about 10 minutes, a little less.
Sean says it's basically Greek lasagna.
Yeah, basically Greek lasagna. It was sort of that, it does have that Mediterranean kind of twist to it with the cinnamon. So that, that's definitely more of a thing. Whatever that is. Wowzers. Going out the deep end. Head first. And I've got to thank my brother Doug and Char for making it possible for us to have ice cream. Because it's been on our little list of things to do, our list of desserts. But up until they came, I didn't have an ice cream maker thingy. And they just happened to bring a very little small ice cream maker. I mean, very small. It makes just under a cup of ice cream. So about 6.5, 7 ounces of ice cream. That's about it. Not quite a cup. So I did make a little bit earlier and put it in the fridge so that we would both have at least a decent bowl full of ice cream.
They gave us bowls to go with.
Yeah, also, yes, that's right. Bowls to go with it. So we're going to use them tonight.
Greg's here, and like magic, I'm here.
Poof! Man from the future, you must have known that here in the past, it was time to come in and grab you a cold one out of the fridge and have time to chat for a minute before dinner's ready.
Jessica says, I always go for the plain vanilla soft serve with rainbow sprinkles and whipped cream. I always get the large size.
Okay. All right. Well, there's nothing wrong with that. Like I said, I like soft serve. I'm not opposed to putting sprinkles or jimmies, as they're also called, on some ice cream. But it really doesn't do anything, really for me. So I just, if they come with it, fine. But I usually don't ask for them. I'll eat them. Absolutely.
Yep. Lisa says, I can't eat a lot. My doctor's got me on a strict diet.
I bet he does, and you should probably make sure you stick to it. At least for for as long as they tell you to. After my hospital stint a few years back, there was a good 6-month period there where I absolutely had to be careful with what I ate.
Yep.
So I'm pretty sure it wasn't the same reason, but having a restricted diet is not always that fun. So I still wish you the best. Yep. 5 more minutes. The anticipation is really starting to bother me, and I want to open it and look at it, but I know better. Sometimes I don't know. Well, I do know better, but I look anyway, and I'm not going to do that this time. I made a promise to myself. I said, "Self, you're going to make yourself a promise that you're not going to open that oven until the timer goes off." And I said, "Okay." So that's where we stand right now. With 4 minutes. Oh. I hated to see the summer go by so quickly.
Yep.
But at least I guess there's still some time to play before the weather gets too cold for outside fun. And that's usually not till sometimes not until sometime in October.
Yep.
So, I think we at least got the month that we can goof around.
Sean says the wait is the part that sucks.
Oh, I know the cooking. Oh, it's gotta cook.
Lisa says, "Oh yes, I got more tests to take."
Well, I bet you do, and I sure hope they get everything all figured out. I really do. And by the way, some of the funnies you've been sending me on Facebook are pretty funny.
That one this morning was all.
Yeah, it was. I didn't share that one.
Rob says, "Anyone ever seen the movie The Navigator? Medieval Odyssey. I watched it last night, but not too sure what to make of
The name kind of sounds familiar.
it. The Medieval Odyssey.
Yeah, the name sounds familiar.
What is your problem, children?
If I have seen it, it must not have been a super good movie, or I probably would have remembered it. But then again, I might have to look at it for 15 minutes and go, "Oh, yeah, I've seen this before." I've done that more than once. Ooh, 2 minutes. And there's no guarantee that it'll even be ready.
Yep.
I said it for what, 35? I
Yes.
think I said it for 35.
Jessica says, "I could not watch cooking stuff if I was on a strict diet. I would fail my diet so bad."
Well, yeah, I'm starting to fail mine. Did pretty good all summer.
Yeah.
And now that I'm not busy doing stuff all day long, it's a lot easier for me to, have, well, let's eat lunch. I was only eating once a day. Here lately, the last week, since I haven't been having to work, lunch. Been trying not to get carried away, though. I mean, light lunch.
Greg asked Scott how his puppy was doing. Scott says, "Thanks for asking. He's great. I'm playing tug of war at the moment. He just hit 6 months and he weighs 70 pounds."
Yep.
And Greg says, "Scott, that naughty bear, LOL, he should be wrestling with those cows at Tom's."
Oh boy. Oh boy. All right.
Ralph says it's a 1988 movie in which some people are trying to escape from the Black Plague and end up traveling through time to New Zealand.
Don't think I've seen it. Sounds interesting, though.
Yeah, it does. We'll have to look it up.
35 seconds. I'm not going to open it. Like I said, I made myself that promise. Do you remember what I said a while ago about the promise? All right.
Tim says, "My days off, I swear I gained 5 or 10 pounds."
It's too easy to put it on and too hard to take it off. Alright, here we go. 2 seconds. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
That looks really good.
Oh, that looks amazing.
Yum.
How well can you see the table, Mrs. O'Reilly? So if I hold it like that, can you guys see that? Whoop.
Careful.
Can you see that?
Yep.
All brown and bubbly, delicious.
Scott says, Tom, do you remember how big Chumley was at 6 months?
Yeah, Chumley was, I think he was 111 pounds when he was 10 months.
Yeah, okay. Pretty good.
You guys see that? See it okay, Miss Olivia? Let's give it a try. I don't remember exactly how much he weighed at 6 months.
Scott says, looks amazing. Greg says, woo. Jessica says, I can't believe I just woke up. I just felt like shredding.
Oh, bummer. Mrs.
Wow.
Okay.
Everybody's saying yum.
Tell you what. I'm going to have to set this right here.
Greg says, yum, don't burn your hands now.
Fork. Let me get you a knife.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And how about maybe a hot pad or something so I can hold it while I cut it?
Okie doke. What? You don't want to burn your hands? Almost landed that in her dinner. Alright. Guess I should just save the plates from... Smells awesome. That sauce is kind of thick and cheesy. All right.
Looks like it's going to be really hot.
Well, I would imagine so. For sure got everything in there. I just know it's going to be raging hot no matter how much I blow on it. Woohoo! Oh.
Yeah, I guess we're waiting.
Sorry about that. Wow, that... Ouch!
Careful.
I knew that was going to happen.
You okay?
Yeah.
Greg told Jessica, it's okay, Tom and I were just telling rude jokes on Uncle Dom's live stream as usual. Jessica says, is that enough for everyone in chat?
Yep. Come cut yourself some on, fill your plate.
Greg says, old guy in Colorado, hot, hot, hot.
Boy, I'm telling you.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait a minute.
Have you ever done that? You know, you take a bite of something, and you're like, oh, you know, it's like way too hot. And somebody's sitting there next to you. Is it hot? Like, no, I just like making strange, painful noises. That is amazing. If I could get that eggplant to cooperate a little bit more. There we go. That is delicious. Happened to you too, huh? Wow. This is really, really tasty.
I know it's not bad.
It's not bad.
It's different. But I don't know. I don't think I've ever tried eggplant.
Mm.
Sean says I do that all the time. I'll bite it sometimes. And Greg says her tongue is hot.
No, I just like making strange noises when I eat my dinner.
Ralph says, ever let the dogs pre-wash the dishes? Some people do because it makes them easier to clean after the day.
No, I don't. Because a lot of times, or most often, we'll be eating things that you shouldn't give your dog. And you really shouldn't give your dog table scraps or anything like that. Anyway, the only thing they get as far as people food, every once in a while they get a little bite of cheese like I just did.
Sometimes they get cooked chicken.
Well, yeah, but I'm talking.
It's not really table scraps.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's not table scraps. Yeah. We cook them extra protein, chicken and turkey. Somebody has some freezer burned beef, we'll use that.
Yeah.
Yeah. The tomato and beef mixture combined with that cheesy bechamel. Wow. That's really good. Though I didn't put any in, it seems to have a slight sweetness to it. Ooh. Mm. It doesn't need any other seasoning. It doesn't need any salt or pepper. It's great, just like it is. The only thing that I think that could be a little bit better is just the texture of the eggplant. It's a little bit tough, a little rubbery. I may have roasted it a little bit too long, but
It's good though.
oh yeah, it's really good. That's just a textural thing. It's not horrible, but I know better than to take that big of a bite right now. This thing is raging hot. The addition of the peppers, now I've never had this before, but putting these red bell peppers in there, it really added a nice little flavor balance. Mm. Mm, 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 mm. Yummy!
Greg says, oh guy, if I give Moby anything other than his food, I will be paying for it. Other than pretzels or beef jerky. I'll be wiping up chocolate rain if you.
Yep. That's why if I give them cheese, it's going to be like the end of that Parmesan. Parmesan has very little, if any, lactose left in it after the aging process, so it doesn't mess quite as bad as it would if you were to give them like Swiss cheese or something like that, where there's a lot more lactose. Mozzarella.
Yeah. Scott says, is it as good as it looks? I was feeding my dog his dinner.
It's amazing.
He wants to know how many cups of food you give Polly and Trump.
They each get about 4 cups of food a day. 2 in the morning, 2 in the late afternoon, mid-afternoon. Plus, I don't know, maybe 4 to 6 ounces of the extra protein. So like chicken or turkey or whatever. And they like it best if I cook it outside, if I use the grill. And I will. If I'm cooking food for us, and we need to cook some meat for them, I'll throw it on the grill. They like it just as much as we do. I don't put anything on it. It's just cooked on the grill.
Jessica says, I need butter, please.
Pass the butter.
And Greg says, I'll pick you up some out of the fridge and run it over.
That's the ticket. Yeah, eating this is not going to be any problem. Finishing the container here. And this is how I really like our dinners to turn out when I do these on Saturday night. Every once in a while, I don't mind having some the next day for lunch, but it's also really nice when I get the recipe just right and it makes enough for the two of us. And I don't have to worry about finding it in the refrigerator 5 days from now. Ah! Oh, look, it's got mold on it.
Scott says, I give my dog 2.5 cups in the morning and at night with extra protein also. Ross says, I wonder why butter is yellow since more or less it's just cream and salt.
I don't know. Maybe they add yellow food coloring.
What are you whining about, Sean? You can't have this.
I'm gonna give myself a hug. That's so good. I mean, this is really good. My tongue has slapped the back of my head 3 or 4 times. Absolutely delicious.
Scott says, I hate when I forget good leftovers in the fridge.
Smells good, huh? Yeah, it smells really good, doesn't it? Yeah.
He says, I want a bite.
So good.
Joshua's heading out. Good night, all. Work in the morning.
Well, Joshua, have a good night. Thanks for dropping in. Thanks for hanging out with old guy on a Saturday night. We'll see you next week. Have a good week. Don't work too hard.
Move.
Moo cow. Tell you what. Take a minute and start this ice cream for Mrs. Old Guy. That's the you can see it's not real big. Holds a cup. How about? And I kind of learned the hard way a little bit earlier about trying to pour in a kind of a thicker ice cream batter or whatever.
Joshua says, see you next week. Have a good week, Josh.
Yes, sir. Have a great week. All right, so I'll turn this on. I tried pouring this in, and it just spilled all over the place. Just a little bit more. Looks good. All right. Actually poured down there pretty good. I thought I was going to have to poke it down. But looks good. Now it can take a few minutes for that to freeze up. So, can you even hear that? Can you guys hear that? Just curious. It's not very loud. All right, another bite. Here we go. It was a toss-up for me on what kind of ice cream I wanted. I like strawberry. Why I opted for it is because they never seem to carry it at our local grocery store. Unless it's like the little tiny, like Haagen-Dazs ones that I'm not going to pay $6 or $7 for. I could have made blueberry. I could have made like a nice lemon custard cream. But opted on strawberry because I can't get it.
Ralph says, yep, lavender. Greg says, old guy, yes, I can, Tom, but let me put my hearing aids in. What? Greg says, Lou, I see cows.
Oh, man. This trayful is really just about the right amount. If it was much more than this, I don't think I could have ate it all. I'm kind of pushing it.
Yeah, I'm not going to be able to eat it all, but
I'm kind of pushing it as it is, but I'm not growing tired of the flavor. There have been times when I sat down to eat something and I don't know, it could be anything. Even a pizza. where, you know, those first few bites are really good, but the more you eat it, the less appetizing it becomes, and to where it's like, eh, throw it down. That was just kind of nasty. This isn't the case. Not one of those times.
Craig says, if you need help, allow me, good sir.
Haha. Oh yeah. Really, really good.
He says, as long as it's not that apple sour soda.
Uh, it wasn't good. It had no sweetness to it. And the apple flavor did taste very, very chemical. Like, just not good. But it wasn't the worst soda. There's a place over here. It's called Rocket Fizz. And they carry all different brands of soda pop. But they also carry several of their own creation, their own label. And out of the 15 or so of those that I tried, I think I liked one. They were all absolutely horrible.
Yep.
Tasted absolutely nothing. I mean, nothing like what they were supposed to. Just mostly a very bad mix of artificial flavors.
Ralph says we have some places in which they have plain ice cream and fruit which you can add. And then it's mixed into your cone while you wait.
Yeah.
That sounds interesting.
Yeah, I've seen videos of that. Maybe not from New Zealand, but, you know, pour some cream on the thing, some sugar, put the fruit on there, they chop it up, smear it out, freezes, roll it up, serve it up. Pretty cool. Whew.
Jessica says, can I have dessert now? I finished my meal.
Dessert will be ready in just a minute. Whoop.
Should let it mix too long?
No, it's just it's totally as it freezes, it gains volume. So I'm trying to do this now without making a huge mess. That isn't going to happen. Sorry, folks. Set that there for a minute.
Great, Jessica, you guys were fun.
All right. I'm going to stick this back in the freezer here for a second. And in a minute, when I finish my, well, there's a bite right.
Scott says, oh, well, a thunderstorm just rolled in and the thunder scared the heck out of my dog. He ran into the garage. These guys aren't scared of too much. They're not scared of fireworks or thunder or... But our other dog was. One of our other dogs.
Whew. Man. That was really, really, really good. Moussaka?
I think. Yeah, I don't know.
Moussaka. Moussaka. I don't know. However you say it, it was darn tasty.
All right.
I guess.
Jessica and Greg were talking about house colors and stuff,
Uh-huh.
and Greg was saying on the internet they've been having a thing where blue houses get burnt down.
Okay.
And Ralph says it would be quite fun if you, it would be quite fun to paint your house green so that you can tell people which house to go to. Because Greg said he liked the color green, and then blue was that.
I'll have to grab you a spoon.
Thank you.
Ice cream. Strawberry type. Can you see that?
Yep. Thank you,
Beep,
Doug
beep,
and
beep,
Charlie.
beep, 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 beep. Yeah, thanks, guys. Now we can make ice cream.
Yep. We got cool bowls to eat it out of.
Yeah. All
Have
right.
a spoon?
Oh. Yes. You can get up and walk all the way back here just to get you something to eat your ice cream with.
Oh, poor old guy.
That's right, poor old guy.
He says, old guy, damn it, I'm so jelly like one of your cows there. Time to start my pizza break, even though it's only 10:30 a.m.
Yum. Mm.
Yep, they take a while to cook. Cook them low and slow.
What's that?
Beef roast.
Oh, yeah.
Yum.
Yeah, this is really good. Mrs. Old Guy's ice cream is a lot firmer than mine because it's had an opportunity to sit in the freezer for a lot longer. Nice to get a decent strawberry ice cream for once.
Yep.
There's been a couple times where I've spent the money to buy a small container of a so-called name brand ice cream. Had hardly any strawberry or strawberry flavor in it. How is it?
Very good. Yum.
Awesome.
She's right behind your chair, so watch out if you back up, they'll whack you. Greg says, old guy, there is a thing on the internet lately with all the fires in Hawaii. Anything blue didn't burn, e.g. cars, houses, etc.
I don't think that's. I don't think so. I've seen photographs of that area, and it was in the fire. It was burnt to a crisp. It ain't blue. It's charred and either gray or black. I'm not saying everything got burned up, but that must have been a horrible experience.
No doubt. Scott wants to know, do you prefer pie or cake?
Yes. I suppose if it's something that I'm going to make for Mrs. Old Guy and I, it would be a pie. And that's only because the pie generally is a lot smaller portion-wise than your typical 2-layer cake. You might get what, a dozen slices out of a cake like that. And just her and me, well, cake ain't so good. 6 days old. So, pies, a lot fewer servings. They generally get ate up in 2 or 3 days, and that's about as long as they keep. So,
Jessica says, who loves sitting in a nice long rainstorm after a heat wave? She loves it.
well, yeah, I don't know about sitting in it, but yeah, getting the nice cool air and whatnot from it. You bet. I like the smell of rain. How the air smells.
Ralph says, being that you're so crafty, OG, have you thought of making a cutlery draw and attaching it to the underside of the table?
Oh, cutlery drawer. No. I haven't.
And Ralph said he loves walking in thunderstorms.
Not a bad idea.
No, it's not.
I had a good friend that liked to walk in rainstorms. Me?
She says it's okay, Greg. Just don't burn my house down. It will be a good. You can rob me, but don't burn the house down.
That's it.
There you go.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Somebody just got a bite of ice cream.
Sitting there whining. Here you go, Polly. Here it goes.
We make them their doggy ice cream. And if you missed how I do that or what that is, I use unflavored yogurt, just plain yogurt. Try to get one of those bigger 32-ounce containers. A 1-pound jar of peanut butter. But the peanut butter that I get it's called, I think, Just Peanuts. There's other different kinds out there, but all it has in it is crushed peanuts. There's no added oils or sugar or salt or anything. It's just peanuts.
Preservative.
Yep, no preservatives, nothing like that. We mix that in. I'll put it in like my mixer, mix it up real good with the peanut butter and add about a tablespoon of honey for the whole thing. That's it, just a tablespoon. Squeeze it out onto a tray, however shape you want, however big you want. Let them freeze, put them into a bag. Doggy ice cream. They love it.
Greg says Greek yogurt. Yep, that's what we use.
Yep. That's it. It's nice to have a strawberry ice cream that actually tastes like strawberries.
Delicious. Ralph says, is there a video of the dog ice cream on your channel? Would be fun to watch them trying it.
No, there's not. I should make one.
We're out. We don't have any up there, huh?
No. We'll go, next time we go shopping, we'll get the stuff to make doggy ice cream and I'll get a video made.
And let them try it.
Yep. Yummy.
Big dish ice cream.
Now that was a delicious dinner and a very tasty dessert. I cannot complain about that at all. Well, I could complain, but not only would it be worthless, it would kind of, nullify the good time that it was.
Greg says I would be wrestling Moby over that yogurt. I usually go through 1 kilogram a week with that as my dessert.
Well, share a little with Moby. Since he's a small guy, I just do some little dots. Now what I do with if you don't have a pastry bag to put the doggy ice cream into, you can use a plastic bag and just cut the corner off. I've done like just little dots, little doink, 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 doink. However big, size of that cap, size of your dog. I make them a little bit bigger now, about like that for Chumley and Polly.
Scott says, please make a dog ice cream video. I would definitely watch that. I bet it could get over 1,000. Great agreed.
I will. Maybe I'll go crazy and just run to the store right after I'm the live stream and go get the stuff. I've been known to do that.
Jessica says, you really can't go wrong with ice cream in your favorite flavor. If you could only have one dessert the rest of your life, would you pick ice cream or cake? For me, ice cream all the way.
Only one?
For the rest of your life.
Ice cream cake is what I would have. How's that? Ice cream cake. That's one thing. Did I hit the loophole with that one, Jessica? Ice cream cake? Did that really? Come on now. Did that fit through the loophole? I want to know. Because I personally think it fit like a glove. That's what I think. I don't know what you think, but that's what I think. So coming up next week, another draw from Sean. German sausage pasta. So, as always, if there's pasta involved, I try to make that myself. And sausage, I don't know. I might try to make it. I haven't decided yet, but I'll for sure make the pasta. And let's see what I can come up with.
Greg says, old guy, we have an emergency.
Oh no.
Tom and good lady, we're on 911 subs.
911, that's right. 911.
Ralph said, sorry I haven't sent that pavlova or whatever recipe yet. His mom has a fail-proof recipe for it, and I'm going to get it from her.
Good. And then just send it to me on Facebook, Ralph. And I'll definitely get it. And that will be one of the items that's put up this week for vote. So, because I have a lot more dinner suggestions than dessert suggestions.
Yeah.
So.
Eddie says, hey y'all, I need to step out. Take care of Uncle Annette. You too, Eddie.
Eddie, thank you for coming in tonight. Say hi to your brother for me, okay? We'll see you later. Have a good night. Have a good week.
Greg says, can someone at least change that number?
Change the number
From 911
from
to
911. to 9:12 maybe.
Lisa said, me too.
Yeah, I'll make the doggy ice cream short. I'll make it a short, and then that'll really get me some views.
Steve says, I'm having a soft shell crab sandwich tomorrow. I'm essentially going to eat a crab bowl.
Yep.
You.
Yep. Well, that's. I was listening to Val earlier explain about soft shell crabs and how they are consumed. So yeah,
Scott says,
have at it.
Scott says, I make an amazing German sausage pasta dish. I'm going to make that this week now.
Yay! Yeah, I'm gonna, as always, I'll look and see what people do, and then see what I'm gonna do. And I like to kind of put my little twist on things, like for instance, adding the bell pepper tonight instead of potatoes.
Yep.
Just make it a little bit differently. Whoa! Wow! Boy, got done a little early tonight. Dinner and dessert.
Grace says, damn it. I'll change it, and it'll make a new account. Be right back.
Okay. Hurry back.
It says, I never get full of ice cream. I can eat like 2 tubs of ice cream, but 3 bits of cake, and I'm so full. They are too rich.
Yeah, I got my limit with both. Yeah. That was this bowl of ice cream I just had here was a pretty big bowl of ice cream. I don't want any more. I mean, I still got more stuff to freeze.
Kim requested flan for dessert.
Flan? Nice. Nice. That reminded me of 2 or 3 weeks ago, something like that. We went to this El Tapatio place and had some fajitas. And Mrs. Old Guy's only had my flan. So I thought it would be something nice to do, get a flan at this Mexican place. And so I ordered it up, and 5 minutes later, the manager walked up with the waiter and apologized up one side and down the other that they didn't have any flan that night. So I went home brokenhearted. I wanted that flan. Flan's my friend.
Ralph says, I guess ice cream would never make you full as it melts as you eat it.
It'll make you full.
It will.
Believe me. And if you don't believe me, just look on YouTube for like a bucket ice cream challenge where it's like 50 scoops of ice cream in a bucket. No. You can believe me, you can definitely overdo it on ice cream. How are you doing? Doing good with your ice cream? Yeah. Is it too much? Is it too much? You don't have to eat it all. We put it back in the freezer. I know. Well, don't I know me?
I know.
No. Don't I know me? See, there. That's what I expected. Whatever. Whatever.
Drake says, second thoughts, I'll just get my workmates onto you much better. You're so worth it. I'll show them your and Good Lady's work.
Well, awesome. Yeah, I'd love to have some more viewers in the land down under. And same thing with Ralph. You know, if you got any of your buddies that you think would have any interest whatsoever in looking at an old guy from Colorado in the United States. An old guy.
Kim says, I love ice cream, but a bucket, no way.
Oh, yeah. It just...
Greg says, hang on, Good Lady. I'll help you out with that ice cream.
Oh.
Says, it will make you pop. It'll make you pop.
Make you pop. Yeah, eat too much, it'll pop you. You'll pop all right.
Blizzard VR is here.
Blizzard
It looks
VR?
good.
Well, hey, man. Very good evening to you. Boy, you know, there's still a little bit of leftover dinner in the fridge. I just put it up. Help yourself. It was Moussaka, moccasins or something. And there'll definitely be some ice cream for you. Grab you a cold drink, beer, water, pop, whatever. Sit down. Help yourself. We are going to make German sausage pasta next week. And who knows what the dessert will be voted on. I'll try to get that done tonight so that you have all the time that I can give you to go ahead and get your vote in for next week's dessert. Ice cream was voted this week, and I'm telling you, strawberry ice cream hit the spot.
Yep.
Now, what spot that was exactly, I don't think I could, tell you exactly what spot, but the spot.
Ralph says, hopefully something comes out of my CT scan on Wednesday as I started getting really bad chest pain last night. Well, to the point I almost called 111.
Oh, that's not good.
No.
Nope.
No heart attacks, Ralph.
Nope. Keep yourself healthy, my friend. Keep yourself
Ralph
healthy.
says he's feeling better today, but a bit of pain, though. He's just taking it easy.
Yep. And you know, sometimes chest pains are caused from other things, for sure. But always best to get yourself checked.
Yep.
Just in case. Just in case. We've got a blood pressure machine here. Just in case, you know, we feel like there may be something going on, at least we can check a blood pressure and see what's happening.
Yep.
So they're not expensive. I suggest everybody getting one. Absolutely. Even you younger folk.
Yep.
Spaghetti dinner coming up. Chili cook-offs coming up. Busy. And I do need to a warning that the filming of this pilot is going to take place. It'll start next week from this Monday. And I think it's exactly 7 days or 6 days of filming. So, if that's the case, I may not be able to live stream that Saturday as well. So, when I know, you'll know. So, I'll definitely post one way or another. I guess that's about it, really. As always, when I start to wrap things up, I'd like to give you guys an opportunity to ask any last questions or pop up with any last minute dinner suggestions or just whatever. Now's a good time to do it.
Greg says, I got one of those just this week, Tom. It's a device that tells me to keep calm and not talk to anyone as it does its test.
Good deal.
Scott says, really hope the pilot goes well.
Thank you. So do I. I'm excited about it. Very excited.
Says she just got one. No pressure cup.
Good. Yep. It's you need them.
Jessica says, ice cream cake is fair. LOL, yes.
Good.
Scott says, take care, Tom and old guy and chat. Hope everyone has a great week. Really hope things come out back okay, Rob.
Yes. Same here. I hope so too, Ralph. In fact, message me on Facebook, really, and let me know. Let me know.
Grace says, roast pork with crackling.
Roast pork with cracklings. Oh, you're talking my talk. And I believe that is the first time we've had a pork dinner requested. Other than like sausage, you know. Most sausage is pork, but how nice. A pork dinner. Yes, I love roast pork, so yeah.
Jessica says, yes, ice cream cake definitely works.
I'm so glad. Because then I can still have my ice cream and get my cake too.
Ralph says, I just got a pressure monitor from AliExpress, and it's not sure how accurate it is. It just runs on 2 double A's. That's what ours runs on.
That's what ours run on. They're accurate enough. They're accurate enough, I'll tell you that.
He says, thanks, it all means a lot.
Well, you're a good guy, Ralph. You deserve better things. All right, I guess we're done then for tonight, for this weekend. Have a safe Labor Day weekend for those of you that are in the U.S. of A. Keep yourself out of trouble. Watch out for drunks on the highway because they're going to be out there.
For sure.
You guys take care of yourselves. Have a safe, happy week, and I'll see you next Saturday night for a little German pasta. Good night.